Taurus, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your career, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Taurians, it's quite a dynamic month for you. We have Mercury that is still retrograde. In the first couple of days, the first 5 days, it's retrograde, and it is conjuncting Uranus that is there in your behind the scenes spirituality, the house, so almost where we become undone. Now, the interesting thing is that initially try and do the regular Mercury drill, try not get into negotiations in the first week, try not to sign any important papers, try not to have some important discussions or even start a new job, at least in the first 5 days. And because it is conjuncting Uranus, it can be that things can be quite unpredictable for you. It can be that for some of you, you are still battling with either with people who have deep-seated issues as far as maybe addiction are concerned, and for some of you it can almost be dealing with an addictive behavior as well. Maybe you're feeling quite obsessive about a certain issue. Maybe you are in close proximity with a person who is quite obsessive about being in a certain way and is you could be having a tough time managing it. Mostly it does speak about your own psyche. It speaks about issues maybe that have been there since you were a child, and they would be surfacing now, and you could be either they could be coming up now as patterns, or for some of you, you could be recognizing those things and saying that maybe it's a time where you need to be dealing with them. We have Mercury that goes direct on the 5th, and it's direct again in the same house of your spirituality and behind the scenes. And it can be that certain things just may come out of the closet. Not the best of time to be involved in a clandestine relationship, not the best of times to be having too many secrets. It's quite possible that inadvertently you may just let something slip off, you may just share something. So try and sort of keep your own counsel, and also don't indulge in too much of gossip. We have a full moon that is there on the 10th, and this is there in your house of marriage. So for some of you, besides being a very emotional time with the full moon and the energy of something coming to a closure, so it necessarily does not mean that a relationship is coming to an end. But for some of you, it could almost be that there's a realization that something needs to change in your relationship, and you need to be working on it in a different way. Another route needs to be adopted for it. And for you, it's going to be quite I think this realization has been there for a while, but now is the time where there's going to be a lot more expectation. We have Mars that is there in your house of earned income and self-worth, and it's squaring Neptune that is there in your house of groups of people. So week 2 also, try not to have unexpected expectations out of your friends or groups of people. Stay a little realistic, and try also not to be so hard on yourself for that, oh, I don't deserve this. If something is not getting worked out, try not to sort of berate yourself and either play the victim or sort of put yourself really down. Don't attack yourself, or Taurans, at least don't do it yourself. On the 17th, we have Mercury that moves into your own house, and it's a birthday time, Taurans, for you. It's a happy birthday, and it's joining Sun. So a time to be making new personal resolutions. A time to be again looking at your own life, on what is important, what works, what is it that you want out of it. Is there an internal and external life balance that is going on for you? How it is that you want the world to see you? What is it that you want to project? On the 19th, we have Venus, that is there in your also in your house of behind the scenes spirituality, and it is also the house of personal transformation. And over here, Venus is opposing Jupiter, that is there in your house of work. So try, I think for some of you who could be indulging a bit too much, you could be met with open criticism during this time. It can be that people may look at it very disapproving, or people who are close to you may remark and saying, you need to be controlling yourself, and like what's going on with all this self-indulgence. And try to, while it's a good thing on one side, because Venus could sort of egg you on to really have a good time and go out and party and maybe indulge even in things which are not looked upon very favorably. But it's wise to sort of strike the balance, Taurans, and not really swing to the extremes. We have a full moon that is there in your house of finance, earned income, and this is also the house of self-worth. So there is again going to be maybe one source of income is coming to an end, and there's a realization that you need to be generating more money for yourself. And they could also be, maybe for some of you, you could be feeling quite, maybe the pride could be quite huge during this time. You could be feeling quite awkward about going out and asking people for help. Towards the end of the month, we have Mars that is opposing Saturn, and this is there in your house of joint finances, sexuality, intimacy, and personal transformation. So don't go to war, Taurians. Keep the aggression at bay. And I think if you are, especially as far as intimacy is concerned and joint finances, or it seems to be quite a power struggle between two partners as to who's getting what on the table and who's getting what share. It's good to be assertive, it's good to air your point of view, but don't burn any bridges as far as relationships are concerned. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Taurians. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.